Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is a requested reading. I have done a poll recently and I took all the topics you guys asked on my emails and I did a poll and Barron Trump will own. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to do videos on the other topics, but they're going to they will come a little later. So we have Barron Trump and we have I think Taylor Swift, PDD, and one more. I don't remember which one, but I'm definitely gonna do readings on them. But this time, this reading is going to be on Barron Trump, and Barron Trump, yeah, Donald Trump's son. Mm. Okay, so because he's a very young man, I think he's what 20, no, 18. He just turned 18 this year. Sometimes you guys ask me to do readings on, for example, someone asked me to do a reading on Elon Musk and his soulmate and his future partner. See, Elon has already lived most of his life, okay? If he's 52 or something, he has already lived half of it. Like if he's going to live for 100 years, for example, he's already lived half of his life. And if he's going to live average age, then lived more than half, right? So the soulmate kind of question, he already has a lot of women, karmic contract with so many women in life. He has 12 kids, I think, with 4 different women, if I'm not wrong. So a man like him, it's hard to do readings on them. It's not fun to do readings on someone like Elon Musk about their future partner, because what partner? They had so many of them, right? So let's do a reading on Barron Trump because he's very young. We're gonna see how energy is gonna work for him later in life, and what's going to happen to him. I have shuffled a card already, and let's see his characteristics, because we don't get to know a lot about his characteristics. We haven't even seen his, I don't know, I don't think I tried to look for some of his interviews. I didn't find anything. I just saw his picture and saw his birthday, and that's why I'm channeling him, okay? I think I saw his childhood video or something, a cute baby. So that energy has changed long time ago. Okay, let's see what kind of a person. Let's see his overall energy, what kind of a person he is. Just a second. What kind of a person Barron Trump is. Let's see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide. Okay, I got 6 of Wands. I won't be taking reverse card because it's a little hard to do it on my take reverse card on my laptop camera. Okay, and 5 of Wands. Okay, so I got 6 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and 5 of Wands. Okay, so as we know, it's just basically telling us about his energy that we already know about. Basically, it's telling me this is his reading, right? So with the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, is saying he was born into fame and in a very financially independent place. Of course, he's Donald Trump's son, and when he was young, very young, his dad became president. Before that, his dad was a huge businessman in America. So all these things, he was born into fame and money. But with the 5 of Wands, I'm clarified by the Page of Cups. So I'm seeing, because in the page energy, this child, if you look at the child, he's trying to be himself, and he's trying to do something that he really likes, and something that would be only his and wouldn't be affected by his father or mother or the fame. But he didn't get the chance to bloom. Therefore, every time he tried to do something that he really likes, some kind of obstacle happened. With the 5 of Wands, some kind of quarrel happened between his parents. Maybe the mom tries to I'm so sorry, I'm a little sick. So maybe the mom tries to encourage him, but the dad is like, no, you have to be a certain way, you have to look a certain way, you have to do these things a certain way, that kind of things. So he didn't really get to express his real self to anybody, to even live it by himself. He didn't really have the chance. Okay, that's what I'm seeing in the cards. And I'll be taking your questions very soon. Before that, let me do some reading. What? Okay, so there was this question. I think there are some younger. Um, I mean, I have in my subscribers, age ranges from the age 18 to, I think now I've recently seen 70. So there could be like people who want to know about his love life, of course. So let's see what kind of a lover, I'm not lover, but what kind of a woman he likes. Got Seven of Swords, and we got Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay, and we got Page of Pentacles, Five of Swords. So I'm just seeing that he doesn't really think about love too much. His parents are not really that lovey-dovey happy couple that we get to see on camera. With the Five of Swords again, they fight all the time. His mom is a very kind person. I think Melania, I forgot her name. Like Mrs. Trump, the first lady. She's a very kind person with the Queen of Cups energy. I'm seeing, you know, he's very close to his mom, but he feel with the Seven of Swords that maybe his dad cheated on his mom, or like, marriage is not something, or relationship is not something that he is digging in his life currently. He wants to work on himself, and like, with the page, again with the Page of Pentacles, he wants to work on himself, and he wants to kind of live his innocence, and also wants to make money. I mean, he's of course Donald Trump's son. Of course, he has that kind of. But relationship is not something that he wants at the currently. But someone like his mom would be good. Even like if you even look at the card, Melania probably has blonde hair. The card has blonde hair. Very tall, beautiful woman, beautiful European woman. If you look at the card, someone like his mom. Basically, that's what I'm seeing. Someone who looks like his mom, acts like his mom, maybe a foreigner, maybe like a European foreigner. I don't know if she's from Czech Republic or something. Like a foreign woman, European woman with the similar accent to his mom. Like, I mean, that might change later in life, but for now, this is what he is looking for in a part. Like, not even looking for, but that kind of woman attracts him. Because he's very close to his mother, very, very close to his mother. Okay, now I'm gonna take your questions. Okay, what kind of role Barron Trump played in the election? Okay, I think because some people are saying Barron uh, taught his dad how to go to the podcast, what podcast to go to, like that kind of things, and he helped a lot with the campaign. That's what I heard. I do not know anything about American politics currently, but some people have asked me to do reading on world and current politics and what's going to happen in 2025, like a yearly prediction. I've never done it before. I probably will do that. For that, I need a lot of meditation and a lot of things to messages to channel. Um, so I'm definitely gonna do that, hopefully. I'm not sure when, but I'll try. But let's see what he has done for his dad. Three of Wands, King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So he sort of like with the Three of Wands, I'm seeing, and the King of Swords. Honestly, you know what? I don't see that he actually played any role. He just was there because his dad wanted him to be there. He was like, yeah, should I like travel, maybe go out of the country because I don't really like this mess? And then his dad is like, with the King of Swords energy, no, you have to stay like a king. No, you stay there, stay there. And all this time when the campaign was happening and all these things, he, with the Nine of Pentacles, I'm seeing like he wanted to be independent of his family. no matter what media says, no matter what people says, oh, Barron Trump played a huge role. I don't think he did, or even if he did, he didn't want to. That's why I cannot channel that kind of messages. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, I don't know what to do. But that's what it is. Uh, Next question. He's not into any of this thing that are like, all this fame and money. He's not into that because he already has it all and he doesn't care anymore. Okay. I'm sorry. The next question is, does Barron Trump want to get married? Of course, he doesn't want to get married. I think I already answered that question. He's not into marriage or relationship kind of things currently. Oh, is he currently in a relationship? Okay. That's a question we can ask. Like, relationships nowadays is not about marriage and soulmate. People just wants to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend because everybody has it, right? It's not about finding a suitor anymore, right? So let's see if he currently has a girlfriend. Four of Swords. Sure. Ace of Cups. Eight of Cups. On the High Priestess. Okay. I'm not gonna explain the cards because nothing to explain here, but he recently had a relationship. He felt it's with the Ace of Cups, he felt like, oh, this is a great, fun thing to do. Then he walked away from it. Like, he started it with a lot of hope, then he walked away from it, maybe because his mom didn't approve of this relationship with the High Priestess card. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, let's go for the next card. Next question, I'm sorry. Will Barron Trump ever be interested in politics? For now, I don't think so because of what I have just seen in the reading. But let's see. Is he interested? No, he wants to be independent of it. With the Knight of Pentacles card came again. Like, he doesn't want to be a part of any of this. With the Five of Cups, I'm thinking he's like so frustrated. You know how this girl is like, all this party is happening in the behind. There is a cat and there is a drink are being served and balloons and all this celebration is happening around him, and he's like, I'm so frustrated and I do not want anything to do with this celebration. That's where he is now currently in life, Barron Trump. So no, I don't think he wants to be independent of his family. He's like, I wish I could go to Europe, settle somewhere else and go to college somewhere else. That's what he wanted to do. I don't think he's doing that because his dad is the president now, and he wants probably him to stay in the country for safety purpose, for other things too. So he's not well, and he doesn't like politics at all, like at all. Okay, or politics or fame, that kind of thing. Okay, next question. What is Barron Trump's true passion? Oh, that's a good question. I like this kind of question. True passion. What does he like to do? True passion of Barron Trump. Three of Cups. He likes to enjoy life with friends and family. That's the most important thing in his life. Friends and family. His mom, maybe cousins, brother and sisters. He's very close to them. Even his father. I got the Page of Pentacles again, and I got the Star card. He does like the limelight, but for a very different reason, I think. What is that passion? I have been just seeing he doesn't like limelight, but for what does he like lime? I got the Lovers, but it's not romantic. Let's see. Ace of Pentacles. He wants to create something. Like, let's see. Four of Wands. This boy is a little bit unstable in brain. Like, sometimes he think, oh, I want to have a family and everything and show my father how to be a good husband. That kind of things he has in mind. Maybe sometimes he's passionate about that. But what is his hobby? That's the question, I mean, he's fine. He's chilling here, as you can see. He doesn't have like an absolute hobby, but I'm seeing with the lover's card, maybe he likes a let's see. He likes to stay out of spotlight, then sometimes he wants to come back to the spotlight with the star card. But I think it's not about the spotlight in the media. I think he wants to prove a point to his dad. That's the kind of energy I'm seeing. Maybe how to be a good husband and how to be a good lover, how to be a good father. Like that's what he wants to teach. Like that's what he is into, you know, not the things that his father has achieved in life. Okay. Okay. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, I didn't even get the question. Let's get the question. Okay, the next question is there any future for Barron Trump in NBA? NBA is probably American football or something? I don't know about that, but like, okay, let's see if he has any interest in the sports. Because he's very tall. I think he's what, 6'9" or something? I don't even know how tall he is. Let's see. I mean, he enjoys playing, but like still very nice. I mean, he won't probably be because NBA players have different kind of discipline, different kind of things to do in life. I think he is not too much. If he were, he would have been taking it in the high school. But he likes to enjoy doing sports, but nothing very prominent. You know, he doesn't like that kind of responsibilities. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords, I'm seeing again, he's a little unstable. Of course, that's normal for his family. Sometimes he wants to take a different route and, like, oh, I do not care about anything and I want to fly away, far, far, far away from my family in the spotlight. And sometimes he's like, no, I have to be the traditional boy, son, the absolute perfect, you know, like, he's sometimes like, I want to teach my father a lesson. Sometimes he's like, no, I want to be the best son I can be, you know, like, I think that's very normal when you're I think I see like I don't. This is not a reading on Donald Trump, but he can be a very toxic father. We have seen that before. Um, so, but then again, he also loves his dad so much, but criticizes him too. You know, yeah. King of Wands and the Hangman. I see like he knows that he's a very good-looking man. He feels very attractive. He commands the room. Like he has that kind of charm, but still he feels that kind of keeps him like hanging, you know, like he's like, oh no, I want to be beyond my height, I want to be beyond my looks, I want to be beyond my this and that. And so he's kind of stuck in that energy. I mean, things will change hopefully later. So okay, I recently got the Moonology deck and I will be giving him an advice, and I will end this reading with an advice for Barron Trump. Now if you know him in person, if you know anything about him, if Barron himself is watching this video, if Melania is watching this video, or any of the people of the Trump family or Melania's family, if anybody is watching this video, convey this message to Barron if he believes in this sort of thing, or just tell him that he should do that, because Moonology card is oracle card and it gives clear answers like any oracle cards will. I have to shuffle it though a little bit. Sorry. I recently got them for you guys. I didn't even. It's okay. Okay. Let's see what advice do we have for Barron Trump. Okay. It makes a lot of sense. Meditate and contemplate, meaning like he has a very unstable, as I told in the reading in the beginning, like he has a very, not in the beginning, in the middle of the reading I said it, he has a very unstable goal. Like sometimes he's like, no, I need to teach my father a lesson, sometimes he's changing this and that, you know, bumpy bumpy bumpy, that's what he's doing. So it's the card is telling he needs to be absolutely stable. Sometimes he needs to meditate, maybe he needs to go to therapist, like that kind of things. But meditate and he doesn't even need a therapist. I think meditate and contemplate would do. So focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, not your father, not what you can do for your mom or dad or siblings or family. Think about, focus on yourself and the things that you want to do. And once you have decided what you're gonna do, stick to it, then do it. Right? That's the message for him. I got two more messages for him. Conclusions are within reach. A time to give rather than take. Okay, that is like, take care of yourself, learn new skills, listen to things that will give you knowledge, get yourself wise, become wiser, maybe go to college. It's not only talking about the college education, but work on yourself. That's what it is saying. Conclusions are within reach. I mean, he's not going to struggle with that for so long. I think he's not going to be struggling with that for a long time, but the conclusions would come sooner than later. But it doesn't mean in a year. It's going to take a while for him, but he will be fine. Maybe around 2022 year. Yeah, he will have a huge glow up and transformation. I hope you guys have enjoyed the reading, and if I'm not seeing anything absolutely wrong going on in his life. Sometimes some readings can be really heavy and painful. Um, so overall reading, I saw the Baron of it. Baron is a very kind, loving, caring person. Uh, Extremely kind. He can be very, very kind, and he takes care of everybody around him. His mom, his whatever that is. He's an absolute gentleman. Uh, because he's raised by his mom. That's the reason. And also, yes, that's the advice for him. Nothing serious, but if you can share it with him, that would be good. He would get, he might get some clarity in life. And yes, I'll be coming through the next reading. Till then, stay blessed. Goodbye.